Mr. Dickson, thank you for joining us on Congress Mediabox.
Your
report on the local elections, which held on 21st of June in Albania, just adopted on the Congress 29th session. So I would like to ask you your outcomes and outcomes of the delegation of observation on these elections.
I think I'd like to say, first of all, thank you to all of those who participated in the observation mission. It's one of the really good things that Congress does. And we had a very interesting visit to Albania because they have changed their whole electoral code and practices. They reduced the number of local authorities down to 61 from several hundred. So that was a major task in organisational terms. Also, they ensured that 50% of the candidates were female, and that has made a big difference to the outcome of the election as well. We were generally pleased with the way in which the election was conducted, although there were issues and concerns which we have, and they're all detailed in our report, particularly about the way in which the municipalities have been organised, the number of voters in each area, and some concerns by opposition parties that has favoured the one party over another. And to that end, we have recommended today, and Congress has accepted, that we should go back after the election mission and look at the recommendations that we've made and have discussions on those with the local authorities. I particularly would like to see how the 50% of women has actually empowered women in society and in communities, and I really want to see the contribution that they are making in local government. But I also want to take up the concerns which opposition parties raised with us, particularly with regards to the gerrymandering or altering of electoral boundaries. One other area that we have concern in are the number of registered voters. People who live outside the country are registered to vote, and Congress has a very clear belief that and indeed a ruling of Congress is that only those voters who live within an electoral area should have the right to vote in that election. If you get the services, you should have the right to vote for those services.
And also in Congress session, we always mention the youth participation or also Congress meetings. So it reminds me also for the elections on Albania. Do you have any statistics of youth participation on elections, their interest to the elections?
Yeah, certainly. In dealing with the local media, many of the journalists that we met from the broadcast media were themselves young people, and there seemed to be quite an interest among young people in at least commenting on the election. So again, that's one of the areas that we need to be looking at when we go back in a post-observation mission, because it is vitally important that young people are enthused and participate in elections.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Dickson.
Thank you very much.